Hello, everyone listening around the world and everybody watching the first hour of my show on Facebook. I'm your not so humble host, Jimmy Jones. He is co-host extraordinaire, Rob Miller.
Hello, hello, hello.
This is the Pop Culture Kaboom radio show. Tonight, not only will we try to have for you a call, all the latest news, and where's the call? There is just...
It's annoying. And I can't preempt him.
Yeah. And Rob's telepathy isn't working too well right now, so you have to know that.
Yeah, it's over here.
It's called fantastic.
It's called the sneeze button.
Sneeze. Okay. Sneeze. Trying to see this coming up on Facebook. There it is.
Is it? Are we on there now?
We are.
Yay! Is it delayed or is it live?
It says it's live.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a live delay.
It's a live delay.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's a live. Is it delayed? It is live. Yeah. Oh, so
okay.
It just showed me showing you the.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it captioned?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that way, when I mess up a word, it might actually know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Okay.
Or who knows how it's gonna put it up there? You know, because like there's sometimes it's like, what is that word? And it's like a regular word in English, and the captions don't get it right. Like I always have trouble on Instagram with Kaboom. Whenever I try to do a voiceover with Pop Culture Kaboom, for some reason it doesn't do the kaboom. It thinks that we're saying like the broom, or like So I have to be like super. So I have to always like. So I had to go like and Pop Culture boom. Like it totally sounds weird, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not doing that one again. Oh no. I don't know.
Facebook's always.
Well, we're gonna do Facebook this week. We'll try YouTube next week.
Both.
Yeah, or both. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not sure. We'll let you know at the end of the week.
Yeah. I see how this goes first. So if you're watching, thank you for watching. So we will try to have for you the latest news and information from the past week and a sneak peek at releases coming up. 7 Pillars of Pop Culture Entertainment. This is your place to talk about your favorite fandoms. If you would like to share with us your opinion on everything discussed on the show, ask questions of Rob or I about Pop Culture Entertainment, and especially talk about your interest in Pop Culture Entertainment. We want to hear from you.
Yes.
So you can do so either through the Facebook or you can do so by calling. Because phone lines are open now. Call 775-515-4142 to be a part of the show. Or if you're too shy for the phones, you can send a DM to me through the Pop Culture Kaboom, like Eric is right now. Can't see the live link. Well, you got to go to Pop Culture Kaboom's Facebook page, Eric, to see it. But I just shared it on the on my Facebook page. If you want to go to that,
cool.
So if you want to see
our Instagram, I put the QR codes for the Facebook page.
So if you were on Instagram,
they have to scan me. And the link as well. So
I am. You are what? Okay. He is.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
All right. I will read you obviously, and we will try to have answers for you. I will, and if you can't comment during the show, but you would like to share what is on your mind, you can reach us 24/7 by sending us an email. Contact the show and me. Send your emails to popculturekaboom@gmail.com. To email Rob directly, and email Rob directly.
Yes.
It is pckrobb@gmail.com. PCKRob on your site. It's on there. I'm watching it myself off of the Kaboom Facebook.
Yeah.
Keeps stopping. See,
I can't look on my own because I don't have Facebook on my tablet.
So.
All right. Yeah. Frozen again. Oh, yay! We're not frozen.
Got it opened up comments.
Awesome. Oh, there you go.
So I can look at the comments.
Let it go.
Yeah, but I lost my caption.
Uh-oh.
But it says it's powered by StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah, you can send that email to pckrobb@gmail.com. When emailing the show, Rob or I, please follow these simple but very important instructions. In the subject line, put question, comment, concern, or my fandom. In the body of the email, please add your first name, no last name as necessary. And I do not read email addresses on the air. Also include the city and state or the city and country that you live in, then fire away with what's on your mind. Bear in mind, emails are read on the air unless you specify for it not to be, or you can't follow those simple instructions. And we did get an email.
Did we do? Yay.
Travis from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Hello, Travis.
Most of the characters in Doomsday are going to get murked by RTJ.
Oh, I imagine a lot of them are just going to be like small little cameos and pop-ins. So yeah, I kind of go along with that sentiment. Not necessarily murked, but not a lot of screen time.
That's Doomsday.
Well, there's still another list coming out. So
your favorite actor or character isn't in Doomsday. I promise you it's a good thing. Infinity Wars, your faves came back this time. Oh, well, actually, Black Widow didn't.
No.
She never came back.
No. And neither did Gamora.
Yeah. So this time,
well,
she did.
we got the other Gamora.
It's still Gamora.
Yeah. But it's not though, because she doesn't know, like she doesn't have the same relationship with Peter. So
true. Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're seeing your hands move again. Seeing me fidget. I gotta dig out my
your fruit.
my devil fruit.
Devil fruit.
Your favorite come back. This time, if your favorite character gets dropped, they are done for. After Doomsday and Secret Wars, there will be no more multiverse in Marvel, which means a lot of characters will be taken out. I can see his point, but I'm not too sure about it.
Well, that's what I said. I'm sure a lot is going to be quite a few that are going to get, being on the hit list, but I think the others are just going to be not necessarily cannon fodder, but they're in it for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and inconsequential to the story, basically, just as a, oh yes, we got to see so and so. I mean, they're bringing back Chris Evans, for goodness sake,
service.
So
I'm gonna wait until we get an actual trailer, like we did this weekend.
Yeah,
we got the first trailer for Tron Ares.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't much of a trailer, but get to see the motorbikes, the light cycles, I should say,
as the worlds collide.
Yeah. All I could think about was that Power Man 5000 song too.
I don't know. I was not a huge Tron fan to begin with, so
see, I liked the original Tron.
Well, it was okay, but it wasn't all like, oh my gosh, it's like
no, it wasn't.
So I'm like, okay, it looks cool, but this was like the last one. I saw that when it was on Disney Plus,
Well, here's the thing with me and Tron. Me and anything,
right?
So when they had the, I don't know what they're called. I can't remember the triangle or the square things, the big M's.
Oh,
They had one flying down the street.
Yeah.
And one of its legs was on fire. I'm like,
isn't that concrete? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it looks like a plastic toy, but still.
Yeah.
Plastic don't burn like that.
Yeah. It could melt.
Like the popcorn being split in half.
Oh.
I thought that was kind of goofy. And then everything has light trails. Did you notice that? Everything in that entire trailer?
Well, I think it was all about the bikes, though. I mean, like, I saw, like, I didn't see anything but the bikes in all reality.
The jets were firing missiles at the they had these, like, 3 things, like, cut in front of it with little light beams that...
Oh, I thought that was the motorcycles again.
And then when it showed the guys walking, they were spinning a little pole arms. They had little light things going on. They were spinning their little things. So everything has light trails. So I'm not a particular fan of that.
Mm.
But, yeah. So we do have a lot to try and cover tonight, but first,
Yes.
I don't know the threads and check out the question of the week. Were you as surprised as we were with the box office take of a Minecraft movie of 157 million?
And that's just in America.
That is
Like,
I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting that either. I don't think anybody was. However, the critics are like, hey, it's all right and everything, but the audiences is going nuts from what I've been reading. They're people dressing up, going to this thing. Kind of like they went, well, no, like they did with the Minions. They dressed up as in suits and ties and dressed in formal dresses and stuff. And yeah, so they're doing that. They're cheering in the audience during like key like Minecraft moments, like, and they're all like speaking along and singing along. They're clapping. Apparently, Jack Black has a song in it, and apparently, like they're clapping after the song. Like it's from a lot of critics. They're like, "This is I haven't laughed this hard in a long time in the theater." So it's like, oh. Okay, I love a good comedy.
I can suggest some movies to you that aren't supposed to be comedies. You'll laugh really hard at them.
Yeah, no, but like I haven't like comedies are good. Comedies are very hard. So like, and it's to say that like especially with some of these critics and who aren't fans of Jack Black either, saying that they laughed really hard. So like that's where it's like, oh, that's why we came up. That's why the question is continue with the rest.
And are you going to see it now? It's being a box office smash, so to speak. I don't know. At first, the way you're describing it, I thought it was going to end up being like this generation's version of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It's on track to beat Mario.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Like it is. Like and. It's a total from what they did this. Apparently, they did this special marketing for it where they went specifically targeting different neighborhoods. And I don't know how that all works, but it's all metadata or whatever, how they get this stuff. But and apparently, it's not from pre-sale tickets. It's all like word of mouth and this targeted, marketing. So there was like hardly any pre-sales, but it's blowing up the box office. So yeah, I'm kind of interested now to go see it. I kind of wanted to, but still not. Well, and here's the thing though, like now hearing that all these people are cheering and stuff, I don't know. Do I want to go and be in a big crowd when there's like a ton of people who are cheering at moments I'm not sure of? Well, no, not that. Just I'm not. Why are they cheering? I don't want to sit there and like question like half the movie as I'm watching it,
I feel like even I should watch what are they cheering about that?
But yeah, no, apparently it's like I said, apparently it's super funny. I don't take my word from it, that's just what we've been hearing. That's why we came up with this question. Because when I saw that hype, I was like, ooh, okay, now I'm kind of more interested. I wonder if other people are.
So go and post your opinion on Threads. Let us know if you're surprised that it made 157 million, and does that persuade you to go see it now in the theater?
Or if you've already seen it, what do you think? Did you think it deserves 157 million?
Later in the show, we'll have Tony Sanfilippo, Filippo's Horrible Reviews, joining us to talk with you about the movies coming out April 6th through April 13th. And we'll tell you our not so humble opinions of what we would and wouldn't watch and why. From what we have seen of the movies, which is basically the synopsis and the trailers, which is what everybody out there gets to do. That way, it's kind of like we're in the same boat as you guys. We only go off of the information we're given by you, Mr. Movie Studio. So if it's a crappy trailer,
speaking of, and I don't know if it's crappy or not, but the mixed reviews, anyways. Did you see the 5-minute extended trailer for Superman?
Yes, I did. Where Crypto's just basically jumping on.
Yeah, like, okay, just beat up Superman. Why don't? But I was like, that's my dog. That's exactly how my dog would greet me too. Oh, hello, and then
yeah. Sharky to Shark Dog would be having a feast.
Exactly, and then it's like, oh, okay, oh wait, something's wrong. So it's like I relate to that.
And then if I said, take me home, he would literally grab me by my hand and yank me across. Not my cape.
Yeah.
So. Function marks. I thought it was an interesting concept because like a big, huge fortress of solitude out in the middle of the.
I like how it builds when he needs it, and it's not just sitting
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going to get at. So I found that interesting. The way it turned towards the sun, opposed to just being stagnant and just sitting there.
Right.
And I did not like the whole dialogue with the robots. That was kind of a. I thought it was unnecessary. It was unnecessary because it's like, oh, he's all thank you, and they're like, no, he doesn't, because we're just automatons and blah 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 blah.
Well,
and then one goes, oh, he looked at me.
Well, I know, yeah. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
With that whole like he looked. If you're a automaton and you don't care, then why did that one care?
Yeah.
But then apparently, like he has he has some sort of caring for them because he's like crying over one of them dying later, and like.
Well, I guess because he came Earth as an infant, those were his
like nannies. Yeah.
So the only people he's known.
Right. I do like the fact that like, oh, you just need a major dose of the sun. And they're like,
yes. So they set up this thing that they got from with the Nicolas Cage, where he's treasure hunting throughout the United States. He has Thomas Edison's glass.
Oh yeah.
National Treasure with the different lenses and stuff. And they just. But I'm kind of really curious now about this movie because, who would be able to beat up Superman to the point where he had multiple broken bones and internal injuries? So that kind of interests me. Or James Gunn has actually taken a different approach to Superman and going back and making him not the super god, but actually just a Superman, which would be also interesting in and of itself because no longer will we have characters that are so uber powerful that we have to have uber powerful villains to fight the uber powerful good guys who just keep getting more uber powerful.
But then where does like Guy Gardner come in? Who they're introducing? What's his name? From he was an Arrow too. They featured him on Arrow. One of the smaller characters, the tech guy. Can't remember his name right now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, though. He had the three things that gave him a force shield.
Yeah.
These idiots wouldn't shoot it. The three things actually make him a force field. Yeah, that's the problem there. You run into people like me who are like, oh, shoot your tech down, then you don't have anything to go with, do you? But I don't know. I'm like Batman. Given enough time, I can defeat anybody. It's true with anybody, so I don't know what that means. But anyway. All right, so we'll be doing that with Mr. Tony Sanfilippo, and we'll be talking with the owner and writer of KG Comics, and specifically Ruxy Vampire, Kurt Zauer. Issue number 2, Ruxy Vampire, is up on Kickstarter right now, and Prohibition-era Chicago has never been sexier or bloodier. We'll be talking with Kurt Zauer about all things Ruxy Vampire, what's coming from KG Comics in the future, and what conventions you meet Kurt Zauer at. Our special guest this evening is the president of business operations for Colossus Girl Entertainment, Dave Haworth. Colossus Girl Entertainment has 6 huge conventions on the West Coast, starting with their flagship con, Gem State Comic-Con in Boise, Idaho on May 17th through the 18th. And Dave Haworth will be telling us where, when, and how you can attend not just one, but all the Colossus Girl Entertainment's conventions, because they do have that thing called a Forever Pass.
Yeah.
So you can go to every single Colossus Girl Entertainment convention.
Which is a good idea
because of your life.
As I'm learning and watching, and as these announcements are coming out, we have different guests at each convention.
Yes, they do. So, and Dave never has the same guest come back to the same con twice. So we're getting a whole slew of different, the big one that Colossus Girl Entertainment does is the Silver Age Comic Con here in Reno, which will be July 12th and 13th. And so the guests that they had last year, I'll be the same guests that they'll have this year. So whole new set of guests. At this con. Silver Age. So you want to definitely be listening when we talk to him. So if you live in Idaho, Oregon, Washington State, or Nevada, or plan on visiting, you will want to be a part of this conversation. Know when and where. So we got a lot of stuff coming up as well. So you can join co-host extraordinaire Rob Knoll tomorrow.
Oh no, I'm not going to be there tomorrow.
Never mind.
Yeah, sorry. I totally, with everything that was happening earlier, I didn't get a chance to let you know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to go rent a car tomorrow. So
at 6:30 at night.
it's the only time I can get a ride up to.
You have to rent a car in Reno.
The only place that's cheap.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
and I'm not, and I say that as I should say cheaper. It's the cheapest place you get the car.
Wow. All right. Well, hopefully you don't get mugged.
It's at the airport, so
Okay. Yeah.
we just my daughter can just drop me off and leave, and
Well, hopefully she stops the car long enough so you don't have to do a duck and roll.
well, the last time we had to rent the car up there, I think we were in line for like 45 minutes. Yeah.
So, but if you want to go anyway, Monday, April 7th at the Brewery Arts Center Performance Hall at 511 King Street in Carson City is C5 Presents Classic Movie Monday. April's movie showing will be the classic 1954 crime thriller On the Waterfront starring Marlon Brando. Which one? Is that where he says
Yes.
That movie won 8 Academy Awards. The performance hall opens at 6 p.m. with no assigned seating. So if you are going, arrive early, grab a seat, and also grab some of Rob's. I guess you won't be able to.
No, be making the
popcorn. Oh, you guys are going to miss out. But you get to see On the Waterfront,
yes,
which will start promptly at 6:30 p.m. So go and check that out. So I got a whole bunch of stuff because at the end of the month it's going to be busy for us.
No, I know. So we didn't even talk about last week.
I know we will. We got plenty of time for that.
No, I know. It's just one of those like, oh my god, there's so much to talk about. We still got like last week's stuff.
So this coming week, I, your not so humble host, will be interviewed on ABC affiliate KOLO Channel 8 in Reno, Nevada, about this here little radio show. I am pretty sure it will be pre-recorded an interview, so as soon as it is aired on the station, I'll be sharing it with you, the Pop Culture Kaboom YouTube channel, and hit so be sure you make sure you're subscribed to Pop Culture Kaboom's YouTube channel and hit that notification bell twice. 3 times just for good measure. So you can be informed of when that interview will be posted. I will be kicking off May in a huge way. We'll have tickets for you for the advanced screening of Thunderbolts on Thursday, May 1st, only at Galaxy Theaters in Carson City. We will be giving you the opportunity to claim those tickets on the Sunday, April 27th show. So you will want to be a part of that show.
April 27th?
It's this is April, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt in May?
May 1st.
Okay.
Which is Thursday after the April 27th show.
Okay, so how are we going to watch it before? Oh, you're giving away the tickets that day.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The way you said it, it sounded like the screening was that day. That's why I was like, wait, I'm confused.
We will be giving you the opportunity to claim those tickets on the Sunday, April 27th.
There we go. Okay.
So you will want to be a part of that show if you would like to see the advanced screening of Thunderbolts. This is the second release from the MCU this year, and Rob and I will have our review of Thunderbolts on the May 4th show. Speaking of,
yes,
May 4th. Join Pop Culture Kaboom at Dreamworld Comics Saturday, May 3rd and Sunday, May 4th for what might be the last free comic book day ever.
I thought so bought it. Remember Robert was telling
Alliance did buy it,
yeah.
But as far as all the assets that go along with it, including free comic book day, don't know if they're going to do it. So this
I know they bought free comic book day. So
yeah, they bought all of the assets. So we just don't know if they're going to do anything with it. So be prepared to never be able to do this again. That's all I got to say. Treat every day as your last.
I know. I'm still hoping that Robert gets the Post Malone.
Yeah. Dreamworld Comics is going to all out with tons of specials and special guests. And don't forget to dress up in cosplay, especially since May 4th is also Star Wars Day as well. Then stick around after hours, Sunday night, because we will be doing the show live from Dreamworld Comics. Given the magnitude of the event, it being free comic book day weekend and Sunday, May 4th, also being Star Wars Day, we will have some goodies for you that are there during the broadcast. So celebrate what will more than likely be the last free comic book day event at the only comic book shop in Northern Nevada participating, and that is Dreamworld Comics here in Carson City. And that is Saturday, May 3rd and Sunday, May 4th. So there you go. So last weekend, we did a live broadcast from Dreamworld.
Yes.
The day before, 2 days before that, to Friday and Saturday, we attended the Meeple Peak Board Game Convention 2025. By the way, they already announced that they will be back next
Yeah,
year
for their 5th
for
anniversary.
year 5. So if you want to go,
I saw the announcement.
and they already got the guess that the raffle jar is already filling up.
Oh wow!
With tokens, so you have to guess how much. This year they had a thing where you had to guess how many, and I'm like,
Yeah, well, it's like weird. It was like how many of the like the little pogs they like punched out, as well as the like. Yeah,
yeah, good. I'm like,
yeah. I was like, I'm not even trying to guess.
I'm not even going to try and Rain Man
Yeah.
that if I can dump it on the floor. So.
I'm not good at those. Like I can't estimate like that well. Well, that's the thing. Like if I knew about how many was in a layer, okay, then I could probably get an estimate. But without having to know how many is like in a layer, then I can't get a good estimate. So I would do bad on that. Conan O'Brien?
No, below that.
Oh. Because it was free. And they're the old, but yeah, because the other one we were going to go with was going to charge to go to the page.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
So that's why.
Yeah.
So we went to the Maple Peak on Friday. We were there. We checked it out. We meet a lot of people. Saturday was the big day.
Yes.
We went there and we made arrangements, and we went to the Three Arrows Games table. And Ryan, who is the owner and operator of Three Arrows Games, he was kind enough to teach us how to play games.
Yes. Yes.
And you were up first, and it was all streamed live on our Instagram page.
You can still watch it for another couple more days.
Okay. So go and watch it. I'm trying to see if I can record it. YouTube channel. If I can.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like weird. I'm trying to figure out how I can download it too, but Instagram's weird.
Yes.
Sometimes, and I say that because sometimes I have the tools, and then sometimes I don't. It's like I was just here. Like, how is it down here? Like,
that's funny. So, you got to play. You got to
Disney
taught
Lorcana.
how to play the Disney Lorcana trading card game.
Yes.
How was that experience?
It was actually good. It's actually quite a fun little game. It reminded me a lot like Magic, but different elements. But some elements were the same, so it was easy to kind of pick up, which is good for me. Like at my age now, like learning some of these new games where I have to like watch a YouTube video on how to play it is,
what I should have done.
Yeah, that's hard. Like, then I've told you before, I've had a couple games where I haven't played anymore because I have no idea how to play it. Like,
so did you win your game?
Yes, but that was only because of like, of him teaching of how cards work and stuff. Otherwise, I doubt I would have won. My deck, like the way it was stacked, like I wasn't getting a lot of the things I needed in order to play the cards I needed.
Gotcha.
So
okay. And then it was my turn. I got to learn how to play the Star Wars
Unlimited
trading card game. I was told straight up the reason why I won was because he allowed me to win.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah,
which is so Star Wars because you never let the hairy guy with anger management lose.
But it was the same way. It was just to show you how the cards work. Like. Because
here's what missed me.
That one was cool.
You got a free card. I didn't get it.
Nobody did on that one though. So
okay,
yeah,
it wasn't just me.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just you. I think it depends on the game. Because like he was saying, like because they're the little special spinners they give out too. Yeah, at their special like nights and stuff like that. So,
but yeah, I thought it was a fun game. I asked Ryan when we were playing. I'm like, so what would you rate this as a difficult level of difficulty? It was kind of up there in the tier of difficult games. So,
well, there's a lot. There's a lot to know because I mean, with Magic and with Disney's Lorcana, you only had basically 2 lines of card play. This you had really like 3, and then 2 of the lines were way separate. Like,
where you had space and then ground.
Yeah, but it was cool, like the way that like your main cards that are like your base, basically how your base interacted with the other things. So it was like really cool.
Commander.
Yeah.
My commander was Boba Fett. I was happy about. Yeah. I'm glad I got the villain cards.
Yes, I know. He asked me beforehand. Yeah. He's like, give me more of a And I was like, oh no, Boba Fett, totally.
Right. All right. So everybody out there, we do have to take our for the break. If you're interested in anything we talked about so far, 775-515-4142. If you want to check out or answer the question that was on Threads, which is, as I scroll back up to it, if I can find it in a reasonable amount of time here. Were you as surprised as we were with the box office take of a Minecraft movie of 157 million domestically? And does that mean you're going to go see it now? So if you want to call us and let us know, or if you have anything that you want to talk about in regards to your fandom, feel free to give us a call as well at 775-515-4142, and we will be back right after this. So don't go anywhere. More Pop Culture Kaboom's radio show. And while that's going on, I will be talking here with everybody who is out there in Facebook land watching us right now. If you guys want to comment as well, just go ahead and comment in the feed. I am watching it. There's so share. Share button will not allow download. Why is that? That is very odd. Thank you for...
Maybe because it's streaming through StreamYard.
Could be. I'm going to let you know about that right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we're trying this out. We're going to probably try a different service next week. Thanks. So we're all about free right now. So I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, I'm like, maybe we should start a GoFundMe. Do you want to see more of us?
You know what?
GoFundMe.
Not every week you have all the access and everything. Maybe we should just do a Facebook Live off your phone every week.
We could just do it from my phone. But I kind of want to do like the multi-stream. You know what I mean?
Somebody just did a laugh face. Why doesn't it tell me who did that?
Oh, no. The comments don't show up here, so I don't know. I see. I see like up here. Yeah.
Somebody laughed. Like and two laughed or something?
Yeah. I have no idea.
You're looking at the screen right now. You're pointing at it there. Oh, yeah. He just fist bumped the camera.
Yep.
I'm curious, these little microphones, are you guys hearing everything okay? Okay, Crystal's laughing at my comment.
It sounded, it had to have been picking it up if it was captioning okay.
Let me see this.
You know what I mean?
Curious, these little microphones, are you guys hearing everything? Okay, all right, that tells me everything I need.
There we go.
There.
Perfect.
So we got about a minute left until we have to go back on the air.
Well, 30 seconds. Before we use it. Usually, yeah. Bumping in.
You can see when we're doing the show, I have to lean in to see what Rob sees on the screen. So that's always a fun thing. So lots of hearts now all of a sudden.
All right, awesome.
That's why I wasn't looking. All right, so now we got to get back to the show. So.
Yep. Ready?
Welcome back to the Pop Culture Kaboom, a radio show. Everything you want, everything you need. Pop culture entertainment. I'm watching you dance right now. I wasn't paying attention to the screen, and now I am. So, yeah, that was interesting. Who we got here? Mark Helton sent something. Do
I want to know?
No. You don't.
Okay.
All right, folks, let's talk about something that's going to hit your wallets, especially. Oh, never sent you any of this stuff, did I?
No.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Spectrum was really working me this week.
Hey, like I said, you sent me earlier.
Twice this week.
You sent me the script without the script. I
was trying my hardest to get everything done. Yeah, Spectrum pooping out on me twice this week.
Yeah.
Didn't help me. So, all right, folks, let's talk about something that's going to hit your wallets, especially if you're a collector. The president has put some new tariffs in place, the idea being to bring more manufacturing back home. But the reality is, this is likely going to make imported goods more expensive for us consumers. Now, for you toy and collectible fans, this is a big deal. Major players like Hasbro and Mattel will probably figure out ways to adjust the lower cost down, but the smaller companies, the ones making these cool niche collectibles, will love, like Mystic Legions, Savage Crucible, and Fresh Monkey Fiction, which we talked about last week. they're really feeling the squeeze. We're just talking about talking about the upcoming Longbox Heroes Wave 2 figures, which featuring awesome indie comic book characters like Savage Dragon, the Tick, and Rocketeer. Well, sadly, that entire production has been canceled because of these new tariffs.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh Monkey Fiction, the company behind it, put out a statement saying these tariffs have added a massive 50% to their manufacturing costs. They were planning to raise the price of their figures from $25 to a whopping $40 just to cover it. They didn't think that was fair to collectors, and honestly, neither do we. It's not fair to the collectors. I mean,
it's not fair to anybody in all reality. It's not fair to them that trying to produce it. It's not fair to us because we don't get it now.
Well, but it's also, tariffs for dummies. Just keep trying to level the playing.
Yeah,
because that's why all the manufacturing left, is because the tariffs that these other countries are charging. So and it's cheaper to ship back here because charging them as high a tariff as those places are to ship it there. So, but anyway, this is not a politics show. So you've had to make the tough call to cancel the Kickstarter for Longbox Heroes Wave 2. They're hoping that if the tariffs change in the future, they can bring it back. But for now, it's a real bummer and shows you just how these trade policies can directly impact the things we enjoy. If you want to support them, you can still check out their canceled Kickstarter page or maybe even grab some figures from Longbox Heroes Wave 1. It's a tough situation out there for those smaller companies, which is always the ones that suffer the blunt of anything that comes down the pipe like that, trying to bring us cool collectibles. Another thing to consider is if you are able to get a hold of any kind of collectible now, because even McFarlane Toys has said they're raising prices on their toys. So if you pick them up now, they're going to be in a limited production because of the cost of them, which also means that in the long run, if you're a collector, get them now. They're limited because they will be worth that much more down the road. Quite honestly, it's kind of like and the opposite of the stock market where you sell high, buy low. And unfortunately, this time around, if you can afford it, buy them now, even though the price is high, because they'll go even higher later on if you can get your hands on it. So that is your thoughts on that. Any thoughts on that?
That's my thought.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's move on to other things. Sony Pictures has officially announced the title of the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yep.
This exciting news dropped at Comic-Con or CinemaCon in Las Vegas, set to swing into theaters on July 31st, 2026. Brand New Day will follow the events of No Way Home, where Peter Parker's identity was erased from everyone's memory. Director Dustin Daniel Cretton, known for Shang-Chi, will be at the helm, with filming starting this summer. The title Brand New Day comes from a 2008 Marvel Comics reboot hinting at a fresh start for Peter Parker. I hope that's all that it hints at, because that comic, that story arc run was horrible. Horrible. Literally, if you talk to a comic book company, comic book retailers, when that storyline transitioned to that, because it goes off of the One Good Day, I believe was the name of the story arc, where Mephisto gave Parker everything he wanted out of it in one day. He was able to, Ben Parker didn't die, et cetera, Aunt May, and all the stuff that happened. Then it followed that up with this Brand New Day to kind of reboot the whole Spider-Man mythos and everything else. And they literally overnight lost 50% of their readers because it was so bad. So hopefully they don't do anything but just
I didn't see any type of articles like that regarding it. I saw all positive stuff regarding the comic Brand New Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, collectors didn't like it. That's
I don't know. But
if Robert's listening, maybe Robert can give us a call and let us know.
Yeah.
A Hollywood roller coaster ride has finally reached a happy ending after being shelved by Warner Brothers Discovery for a tax write-off. Yep. The highly anticipated Coyote versus Acme movie is getting a theatrical release. Ketchup Entertainment has stepped in, acquiring the worldwide distribution rights for a cool $50 million. This live-action CG animated hybrid stars John Cena and Will Forte alongside the iconic Wile E. Coyote.
Yep.
Super genius. Why didn't he just represent himself? In a hilarious legal battle against the Acme Corporation. The film, directed by Dave Green and written by James Gunn, tells the story of Wile E. Coyote suing Acme for their famously faulty product.
I love it. I love it.
Surprised they didn't get the Better Business Bureau involved.
Well, that's what I mean. He probably did, and they were like, whatever. You know?
Despite strong
I wonder if he's going to bring video evidence. You know,
there's tons of that.
That's what I mean. Are they going to do it as video evidence? Are they going to,
just kind of recap the whole cartoon series.
Well, they had specific rules, when they were writing the whole series. We were down at Warner Brothers. They have the whole section of the animation, and the rules for Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, and they had very specific in-world rules just for those characters.
Really?
Yeah. So it was very it was a very controlled environment, so to speak, for them. But yeah, but it made for what they were. You know who, if you go, you know exactly
we're
maybe.
Stuck on his tongue.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a fan. I told you as soon because they were the same ones that put out the cartoon that just came out that blew up the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember I said if it did good, I bet you they're going to do the Acme one.
Here you are. Despite strong test screenings, Warner Brothers had previously shelved the film, sparking outrage from fans and cast members, including. Thought for a second I was going to say including Wile E. Coyote, but it says Will Forte, who called the decision bold.
2D.
Yeah, something. S-T. But now Coyote versus Acme is back on track. Ketchup Entertainment has announced a 2026 theatrical release, promising a blend of nostalgia and modern storytelling that's sure to delight audiences. Nice and long.
It's probably when they actually, even though they bought the right, it's probably when they actually attain them.
Yes.
Because don't forget, it's a tax write-off, so it probably has to fit in some weird limbo for so long.
Yeah. Now they get
before.
Now they get $50 million off of a tax write-off too.
That's probably why it has to sit. You know what I mean? That's probably why it has to stay shelved for X amount of time. They probably don't even get the rights to it until after a year after it was shelved.
A year.
You know, I don't know how all that works, but it sounds kind of like the way the movie system works.
$50 million though. I want to get my money back right away. But that's me.
Well, they probably will.
I'm sure they will eventually, but I mean, they have to wait a whole year.
Yeah,
there's a lot of money to drop for waiting a year to get it turned on.
But they have. I'm sure that's not their only thing in the can, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly,
I'm just hoping if this one does good, maybe they'll pick up the Scooby movie that they filmed. You know?
I don't know. I still want to see at least a trailer for this movie. So, I mean, gotta wait a year for how long are we gonna have to wait for a trailer?
I did that. I believe they did release a teaser trailer before.
I've seen scenes from it. I was sitting there in court, all that fun stuff, but I've never heard of this Ketchup Entertainment. I don't know if they put out or
they're just basically a distributor.
Yeah,
so.
They put out. So, a distributor's track record is usually everything. It's the stuff like Lionsgate or.
But it depends on because if they are a brand new player, this is them stepping up.
Player, how the heck did they get $50 million in the first place?
Because it's all backing. It's all backing,
So that's kind of always weird. Well, while you look it up, Universal has announced a sequel to their upcoming live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake called How to Train Your Dragon 2. And it is set to hit theaters on June 11th, 2027. The announcement was made at CinemaCon during Universal's presentation. The first live-action film releasing this June has received very positive early reviews from critics, with praise for its faithfulness to the original animated movie and the stunning dragon visuals. You got something?
Yeah, okay. They did. They released the last Hellboy, the Crooked Man, which is actually really good.
Yeah, I still gotta watch that.
Oh my gosh, it's on Hulu. It was really good. They got the horror part good in with the comic. Like it was very suspenseful.
I wonder why it was so bad.
Because it wasn't
David
David Harbour or Ron Perlman. I still love the Ron Perlman version, but this was excellent. Like I have to say, it was excellent. They did the Transporter, Weekend in Taipei. Yeah, so they actually have quite a bunch under. They also, I thought they were just strictly distribution, but they do have production as well.
Okay.
So
yeah, I got to see that Crooked Man still. That looked like actually a really decent.
It is, yeah.
But it's kind of hard to find now. I guess it's on Hulu. So.
It's on Hulu, yeah. Right. Disney Plus, depending on.
Oh, speaking of things to watch, Cassandra, have you seen that?
No,
yet?
I did not see that yet. No, I'm sorry.
Electric State.
No, I don't plan on seeing that.
Devil May Cry.
I did start watching that.
New. So.
I did start watching that.
All right. I've never actually played the game, but
I haven't either. I didn't even know it was a game until they based on the video game. I'm like, there's a video game? Usually, like, the animes are based on mangas, So I'm like, I wonder what manga this is. And I'm like, oh.
It is. It's a manga. The video game is based on a manga.
But then why is the anime based on the video? Okay, I don't even want to know that. It's got to be some cultural thing.
Yeah, it's really confusing. How far did you get?
I want to say episode 3.
Episode 6 is the weird one. So actually get the backstory on the rabbit. Also on the pink. Is it pink and blue eye? Red and blue eye, green and blue eye? There's 2 different
I can't remember right now.
but you get backstory on her.
It was one of those I was watching before bed, so that's why I think it was episode 3.
So, but yeah, I thought it was really cool. It was done really well. Season 2 is going to be
different.
Really, really interesting.
It was very different.
Yeah. I don't know how much of the lore of the video game it follows because, like I said, I've never played the game.
Yeah, no, it was very different. Like
the anime was good.
The demons, and there's some friend. Like I don't know, they weren't like friendly demons, but they were like different types of the demons.
Yeah, which actually,
and I felt like I needed more info, like going in. Like
now later on, I can't remember what episode it ends up being. What happened in 3?
Like I said, it was late at night. I have to if you told me like that, if I read the synopsis, I'd be able to. Okay, yes, I did see that one.
You're a Resident Evil guy, right? Okay, was there a character named Dante in the Resident Evil games?
Not that I can think of offhand.
Do you know if the same company made Resident Evil?
Capcom?
Yeah.
Made Resident Evil. Like, okay, I know they made the original. I don't know if Capcom still makes it.
All right. Well, the reason why I'm asking, because there's a scene later on in the show, you'll see, where they reference Dante, because this is when we were in Raccoon City.
Yes. Okay. I saw. Yes.
And I was like, what the? And then they showed Mega Man and also
yes. Yeah. He said. Yeah. Okay. I did see whatever episode that one was in. Because I was like, oh, I'm like, so that guy's like attacked with the zombie. I'm like, so this takes place in the same zombie place?
That's what I was wondering too.
Like, so we're gonna start seeing zombies now? Like, I didn't quite get it.
An Easter egg though.
Yeah.
Another game. Tell you that. It says no Dante.
Okay.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. It looks like Capcom is their person. This K is for Resident Evil. And
be the same company, so please. But
well, maybe, or it could just be, yeah, exactly. Or it could just be a friendly wink to another company, Yeah.
But they also had Mega Man on the front thing, and I'm like, okay, they're dropping way too many Easter eggs now. But those are the only Easter eggs that I'm aware of. And I watched the whole series.
It is Capcom. Okay.
So there you are. So they're dropping their own game. Interesting. But yeah,
it's primarily developed and published by Capcom. So that means that they enlist the help of other people.
Interesting. So yeah, I think you'll like it. When it gets towards the end, it really gets really interesting and really disappointing too. But I was disappointed anyway.
Yeah, no, I've been catching up on White Lotus.
I think Christine watches. White Lotus.
Oh my gosh, it's great. I love the White Lotus. It's so
Like a
outrageous.
hotel or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hotel chain. It's like the Hilton, or whatever. But yeah, it's called the White Lotus. But it's a crazy episode. Who was it on? Was it Sam Rockwell was just the guest star last week, and oh my goodness, his storyline is just oh, and Walter Goggins' character is basically us, the audience, listening to the same thing, going, oh, okay. I cannot say it at all on on what we're broadcasting. Yeah, no. But yeah, if you watch The White Lotus, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't. So, what do you think about that? Train Your Dragon 2?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait to go to Epic Universe and pet Hiccup. And okay, so I just saw that over the weekend. They had video.
I just can't understand making these live action.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
But still, I just don't get it. I don't understand the fascination with doing live action
because we can. So why not? And if it looks amazing like that, it is looking like, oh my gosh.
They need to do a live action that's way, way past time to do a live action remake of Hero.
Okay, talk to who I don't know who those people are. This is DreamWorks, so well, and I guarantee they probably were they were probably doing this in tune with Epic Universe coming out with their big Dragon, How to Train Your Dragon Universe land at Epic Universe and stuff. So and then with the hype that's coming and the lines, you see people so far that and the Dark Universe, from what I'm understanding, are the places to be at Epic Universe.
All right.
So, I can't wait to go. It's not going to be for years, but
Due to the positive early reaction, it appears the franchise is being reborn. The June 13th release of the first live action movie is generating lots of excitement, especially with Raw.
Yep.
Not me. Because I don't like remakes. Certain remakes. It has to be fair.
Yeah.
I like The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Really good. So, Season 23 should be made. I would like to see actually a live action version of not Gundam, it's the other one. The next. Trying to remember. Dang it.
There's a lot with mechs.
Yes, there is. There's one in particular, and I can't remember.
Voltron. That would be cool. Yes. Oh my gosh, with the lions and yes. Oh, I love Voltron.
What was that other one that they did? G-Force. G-Force was kind of the same.
GoBots. The GoBots.
I'd be in too much conflict with the Transformers, so I doubt they'll ever do it.
That'd be great, though. Oh, and I just started watching the
Robotech. That was it. Yeah,
Robotech.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay.
And
I started watching The Studio with Seth Rogen. Oh my gosh, it is great. I like
what
it.
is it? Exactly.
He's now head of a studio, and he wants to make films. He doesn't want to make movies. Films are the RD movies,
Oh.
that in the cinema world, they call it the film versus movies. And the studio's no, we're in this for the business.
Eric says he would like to see a mask. He got S.K.
Oh,
I never been to.
I didn't either. I've heard of it. I could picture the cover, but
I was wondering why they were saying that show when they talking about the release of the that share trailer, I guess, for Doomsday. They said, "Did you do it, Seth Rogen?"
Yeah.
So how is this the studio?
I like it. I enjoy it. It's Seth Rogen is playing it. He's playing this newly granted executive of the helm of the film studio, like I said, and he wants to make art films, and he just he got invited. He started making it big. He got invited to Charlize Theron's party. He made Martin Scorsese cries and he got kicked out of the party.
That's messed up.
Oh yeah, it's great, and it's funny. I thought of you because there's a moment because Catherine Hahn's in it too, and they wanted Steve Buscemi in like Martin Scorsese wanted Steve Buscemi in his movie, right? All about the Jonestown murders, and he's trying. So like I said, he wants to make these art films. So he's like, yes, this is a total art film, but the studio wants to make a movie about the Kool-Aid Man. So he's convinced Martin Scorsese to name his film Kool-Aid.
Really?
Yes. But and Catherine Hahn is just she's just it's just great. There's just some great moments that it's just like you've got to be kidding me right now.
No, keep going.
Yeah, no, it's just there's she's great in it. I like Catherine Hahn. I can't remember. There's another guy in there. And it's funny because like they have like real life directors and everything else in the studio, and they're filming directly in like Los Angeles on the back lots of the studio. So it's cool because we went to all the back lots last year. So I'm like, oh, I know which that back lot that is. Like, but it's funny because like one of the directors, like they had to go and he wanted to watch the film. She's like, I'm so sorry. We tried to get. She's like, no, I'm trying to ask him for $80 million later. So I kind of want him here this way. Like it'll make it easier to ask him for the $80 million.
That's what I was thinking. Pitch meeting. You ever seen a pitch meeting on YouTube?
Yeah.
That's what I'm envisioning.
Yeah. Oh, it's classic. There's so far like it's great. It has some great scenes, and it's Seth Rogen and Bean's like Seth Rogen. He's kind of neurotic, and he brings that into this as well. Catherine O'Hara is in. There's a lot of like named stars in this.
Are they playing themselves or?
No, they're playing like other people. But yeah, it's like it's like the dog eat dog world of the studio, know. Okay. But I find it entertaining. if you like, I like the studio business, so
yeah.
I just saw there's a new game coming out. They're kickstarting it called The Studio or Studio something, and it's all about running a studio, putting up stuff. Yeah, like people with. Yeah. It looked like Monopoly, but instead of building like hotels, you're building movie lots and sound stages and stuff. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, for the time, so I can move this in here. Comic book fans, prepare for a twist you won't believe. Marvel has revealed the shocking identity of the all-new gold-covered Venom.
Yep.
And it's no other than Mary Jane.
I know. Right? We already had that with Venom in the movie. Remember, it took over his girlfriend, which was some of the best parts of that movie. Michelle Williams did great playing Venom.
Yes, Peter Parker's Iconic X is the new host of the Venom symbiote. This relationship comes after months of teasing and misdirection, with Marvel throwing out a slew of other potential suspects. Writer Al Ewing promises an odd couple dynamic between MJ and Venom, creating a unique and exciting storyline. This isn't a team up by choice, which adds a whole new layer of drama. This development follows MJ's recent turn as the gadget-based superhero Jackpot and adds another fascinating chapter to her complex history with Pita. We'll be diving into what this means for the Spider-Man universe. So,
I don't know. Now it seems like they're just messing with Mary Jane.
Yeah. I mean,
we don't know what to do with her. Oh, let's have her do this now. Retire her, okay? Make her grow old with Peter and be done. You know what I mean? Like
something, or kill her off.
Yeah,
I mean, the Jackpot character was just dumb.
So that's what I mean. And now they're adding this. I mean, nobody wanted this.
Read the rumor.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only thing I can think of is because you know how they're like weirdly tying in the comics now to like what's happening in the MC. Like, I wonder if the brand new world is going to have some sort of tie-in with the Venom, and like this character because we have the multiverse now.
Yeah. No.
So hey, we got like 10 seconds.
All right. Well, I just think it's a goofy thing that should have been done.
Yeah.
that is short-lived. Honestly,
Mhm.
it's nowhere. Venom finds a different host.
All the time.
It's the big thing. So, all right, with that music, it means that it's the top of the hour break. It is currently 62 degrees and partly sunny.
Yeah.
That's called dusk. But anyway, when we get back, it'll be our big interview with Kurt Zauer from KG Comics talking about Ruxy Vampire. So don't go anywhere. More Pop Culture Kaboom radio show coming up right after this. And for everybody watching on Facebook, thank you for tuning in. This will be up here. I'm going to be taking this and putting it on the YouTube channel. So just so you know, probably with some graphics and everything else about what we're talking about. So if you enjoyed watching at least now live, then you will enjoy watching it with in repeat. With the stuff I'm going to be putting up there, especially when we're talking about, say, Mary Jane, and also the Long Box Heroes Wave 2 figures that won't be coming out. So we'll be back with more right after this. Or actually, we won't on the YouTube. We'll see you next week on the YouTube or Facebook.
Facebook. Tell them where to go now.
If you want to, if you want to listen to the rest of the show, go and check it out on www.knbc.org. That is the radio station's website. And also, if you are living in Northern Nevada, check it out. Check us out on 95.1 FM in Carson City.
That's where you're going to be able to hear the interviews coming up.
That's right.